Let's go, it's the Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show.
Which one, old man, that ain't got time? Shake your head. Get that side check. Put it in pockets like it's back. Going downtown.
Game of Thrones, the series in general, not just the TV show or the books, haven't always had a good track record for games. Actually, most of them have been either horrible or just okay. I enjoyed the last one despite it being glitchy, horribly outdated, and not all that great, but it still contained a well-told story for the most part. So, Telltale, the guys, right, Telltale? 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 Yeah. The guys behind Fables and Walking Dead and the new one, Borderlands, have took the reins for the newest title, and thank God, because we got something special here.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
Which one, old man, that ain't got time? Shake your head. Get that side check. Put it in pockets like it's back. Going downtown.
The good starts off with the story. You play as the Foresters? I always think like Forrester Whitaker, but anyway. You play as his family, and each of them feels pretty different and unique, yet many are relatable. They're a family who obviously cares about each other, and it sounds a lot like another, family we might know from this series. The game starts off with the Red Wedding and doesn't slow down. From the start to the end, you'll be engrossed till the point. Engrossed? That sounds weird. You'll be engrossed. Yeah. Anyway, to the point of sadness and amazement. The design is very clear. This is Game of Thrones. It's a bit cartoony, but more on the level of The Walking Dead than the Fables or the Borderlands games. You still feel like this wonderful world of ice and fire is actually being presented to you. I especially love the designs of most of the new characters and kind of like the redesign of the characters we all know and love. The quick time events actually work well and nothing is too bad. I die once, screwing up, but really besides that, they work pretty well and it definitely keeps you on your toes. However, the choices to change the story actually made me on the edge of my seat the entire time, and that's a really good thing for fans of both the book and the show because that's what we want. Now the bad. There's an outdated engine, we can see it. The graphics are good, but you couldn't help but feel like they have to step this one up. There's definitely some stiff animations, which has kind of always been the thing, and there's a little these jaggy movements that don't feel right, and so on, that make it feel like they really should venture on to a new engine after the season is complete. Also, the other bad thing is it's a lot of setup, and this is really not for non-fans. I mean, you could probably get into it's a good story without knowing Game of Thrones, but if you know Game of Thrones, it's that much better. The ending is definitely a big cliffhanger, and some may feel that it's just kind of like a setup for the rest of the series. In some ways, it's a big setup for the rest of the 5 episodes that are going to release. However, the way it flows and knowing this is going to be the one of the 6 episodes, I think it starts off with a bang, and I am very eager to play the next one. But for a lot of people who don't like setup episodes, you might just want to wait till episode 2, 3, or 4, 5, and 6 are already out.
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their own.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Which one, old man, that ain't got time? Shake your head. Get that side check. Put it in pockets like it's back. Going downtown.
Episode 1 does a good job of capturing and giving the feel of Game of Thrones. Not just design, but a well-told story, shocking moments, and that dreadful feeling of bad things that are just going to happen to the people you love. If you are ready to accept that you'll lose many of the people who you actually love, just like in the books or show, then you're going to just enjoy this game as much as I did. I'm going to score the first episode 8 out of 10 and think it's a great introduction to the new series for Game of Thrones.
You are a Forester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.